to the latest official figures. One charity in North London, which works with young people, believes knife bins might be one way of saving lives. Well, joining me now is Michael Smith, who founded Word for Weapons. A very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us, Michael. We're seeing a 26% rise in violent crime, a small rise in knife crime. How concerning is that for you?
Good evening, Gamal. For us, it's extremely concerning, bearing in mind that in 2000 we started this anti-knife crime initiative, and we have consistently over the years tried to generate links with the different police forces and government and Home Office, Mayor's Office for London, etc., around the UK to try and have our very secure weapons bins installed throughout the United Kingdom. Unfortunately, we haven't got them everywhere. We've got them in London and we've got them in the West Midlands. And we have recovered in excess of 25,000 knives, guns and other instruments, which is great, but I'm still not satisfied, and I don't think it's enough. More needs to be done.
When I was a correspondent covering the northwest of England, Greater Manchester in particular, there was a lot of gun amnesties taking place where people could go in and hand their weapons in and not face prosecution. A similar thing it seems to be you're calling for in terms of knife bins. Is that the type of thing, more of those type of amnesties we need to see in order to bring the numbers down?
Well, amnesties are not really done anymore. They're actually surrenders. An amnesty removes the power of arrest over people bringing weapons into police stations and surrendering weapons. With a surrender, there is still that power of arrest. And as far as I understand, the last amnesty was done in about 2006. So we've moved on from there. But yes, we do want people to go and use our bins. We want to use other bins that other organisations have managed to put out there. Use the bins at police stations if you're confident to do that. But it's not located at police stations. They're located at churches, outside community centres, and on high streets. So we really want them free and have the anonymity to just go up to a bin and deposit a weapon in there. And they're predominantly kept away from CCTV anyway, so people are free to use them.
Michael, how important is funding? The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, this week has said that without the necessary funding, you're not going to have enough police officers, enough bobbies on the beat, so to speak. How important is this issue of funding, and would that help solve this issue, solve the rising number in knife crime?
From our perspective, funding is paramount. We haven't had funding from the Mayor's Office or from the Met Police since 2012. So it makes it very challenging. In fact, we've had very small amounts from the Mayor's Office. But it's so vital because we are now limited to the amount of education workshops that we can do in schools. Education is the key to help to reduce knife crime. That's what we believe. And if we're able to get into the schools and educate young people of the dangers of knife and gun crime, then we can see a fall. Now, I must say that when we were doing this, up until 2012 to 2013, on a much larger scale, knife crime fell. And in the years that we've not been able to go into as many schools, we've seen an increase. And I knew it would happen, and I have petitioned various police forces, and thank God we've got West Midlands Police actually fund us our bins in the West Midlands. But that's not happening from the Met Police, and we really need to see that from the Met, Manchester, other forces, the larger police forces. Start looking at organisations like Word for Weapons and start funding us and not make it a talking shop. There's a lot of talk going on, but there's very little action that's actually coming out of all of this.
Michael Smith, founder of Word for Weapons. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Sky News has been shown